Stu here. Hello. So, anybody knows me probably knows this old tractor here. My dad had a couple of them. I grew up cutting grass on it. And we still just, it'll start up right now and run. Unbelievably. It's got a old gravity feed tank on it feeding the carburetor, so the carburetor don't take much. How can I say it? It ain't got a fuel pump, it just gravity feeds. So that definitely simplifies it. Well, the biggest problem has been the alternator. I don't know if the wiring's all jigabooed up and messed up or freaking what, but I'm gonna put a modern alternator on it, like a one-wire alternator. Try to simplify the wiring and get it charging again. I got some new hoses for it, and from what I could tell, the ignition system is only a couple years old, so that's all pretty good shape. The starter, I had trouble with the starter maybe 5 years ago and took it apart and actually fixed it on the spot. Instead of having to buy a new one, I just resoldered one of the brushes in it. So that's in good shape. The radiator might be an issue, and it looks like if I understood this thing right, it may be that you can take the radiator apart and clean it out, or worst case I gotta buy. You can actually buy parts for these. Steiner Tractor has parts for them. You can even rebuild the motor, get new pistons and rings. The worst thing about it is the mower won't stay engaged. Something in this mechanism right here, when I engage the PTO, it just skips. It won't stay engaged. So I'm gonna disassemble all this. And from what I understand, it may just be something I can like clean up with a file. Or worst case, get a new shaft. It's pretty simple though. I got a couple little parts. I got like gaskets for the case. There's a hose. The hoses. This little thing here is like a slip collar. What gets moved when you use this lever. So before I tore it apart, I just got a few of the nothing really particularly expensive. I just got a few parts that could be the issue. Hopefully it's something simple. It ought to be obvious. So, and I got a new battery, alright, so see where the alternator's at. The alternator in there must be like from a 70s car or something. And I'm gonna try this thing out. Yeah. It may be I think it may be a one wire where you just got to run a wire to the battery, but I have to research it a little bit. If I'm wrong, I'm probably missing a plug for it and I'll have to order a plug for it. But yeah, once I get that alternator cooking, I'll probably take the whole gas tank off. I'll come back and make a little video once I got the gas tank off. Show y'all any other weird stuff I find.